I normally try to stay calm during these videos. It's going to be hard to do that this week. What is up, Mandalorian fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I am going to be talking about the brand new episode. This is Chapter 13 called The Jedi. I need your thoughts down below. This is a spoiler-filled video. Obviously, I'm giving you guys my top 3 moments of today's episode. Stay tuned. We're going to keep doing these for the episodes. And man, oh man, Dave Filoni may have given us the most Easter egg-packed episode of the entire season, and one of my personal favorites of the series thus far. From Ludwig's music to the shots, the visuals of this episode were spectacular. Seeing those dual lightsabers cut through the mist for the first time, obviously getting a certain character in live action. There were just so many things that I can go back to revisit and get excited about as a Star Wars fan over and over and over. And I think that's what this show does so well, is it's bringing Star Wars fans together to celebrate a character in The Mandalorian, a character in what used to be known as Baby Yoda. But let's get into these moments. Number 3, and I can't believe this is number 3. Baby Yoda has a name. Obviously, in this episode, we had Ahsoka, so I knew we would learn more about old Baby Yoda, but I didn't know this would be the episode where we found out what his name would be via the communication between Ahsoka and Grogu. Grogu is apparently the name of this little creature right here. That's what we shall refer to him as from here on out. We also got a Yoda name drop from Ahsoka saying what this creature reminded her of. And who better than to give us that name than Ahsoka, directed by Dave Filoni, who has been an OG in the Star Wars universe for so long, and kind of respecting what George Lucas brought to us with Star Wars, what it has been for all of this time. And Grogu is, I think, a very appropriate, I think an interesting name for what we used to know as Baby Yoda. Yoda wasn't the only OG Jedi name drop that we got. She also talked about Anakin, obviously talking about a Jedi having attachment and eventually losing their path. So I think learning Baby Yoda's name is extremely important going forward. And as soon as we got that name drop, I was just so excited that we can finally put a name to this adorable face. Now, I'm putting this at number 2 because we all knew Ahsoka was coming. We all expected to see her crush it in live action. We know Rosario Dawson is a really good actress, and bringing this character to life is not an easy task, especially as fans of Clone Wars and Rebels. We expected her to thrive in live action, but again, that shot in the mist for the first time and seeing her take on all of these individuals, that battle that we got at the end, I thought it all worked so well, and Ahsoka is the exact same character. Obviously, she's grown and matured just a bit. She's helping others out, which is exactly how we know her originally, but I love the fact that they just captured this character perfectly in live action form. From the look, I was noticing all of the details, and just one, to see this come to life is crazy, and then 2, all of the intricate details of her look. They were spot on. They were perfect. And then the translation from the small screen to the small screen, but from animated form to live action form, was so well. Even Rosario kind of changing up her voice just a little bit, but the methodical nature of the way that she speaks, her interactions with the Mandalorian, dealing with Grogu's character, I just thought it all worked so well. And then the action within the episode, wielding those lightsabers, one in each hand, and the action-packed nature of seeing her in live-action form, I didn't know it was going to be this much. I knew we were going to see her. I knew we were going to see Mando with conversation. I said, oh, she may show up halfway through the episode. But no, the opening sequence is her just crushing it in every way, form possible. So the fact that this isn't number 1 tells you that there was an unexpected surprise within this episode. But Ahsoka was awesome. She's a huge reason why this may be my favorite episode of the season thus far. So again, we got the line, "I've seen what such feelings can do to a fully trained Jedi Knight," referring to Anakin. And I thought that was going to be the biggest Easter egg within a line of dialogue of the entire episode. Then we got Grogu, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we got a name drop, we got Ahsoka. That's it. We're not going to get anything else. And then she says it. Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? Thrawn. Yeah, she said the name, Thrawn, in live-action form. And they're not just going to drop that and then not follow up in a future episode, whether it's this season or not. And we have a lot to deal with right now. We have Moff Gideon. We have the Boba Fett sequence at the end of the first episode. There's a lot we have to pick up on, but the fact that she dropped Thrawn, guys, this is huge. First off, if you're not a fan of some of the OG animated Star Wars shows, this is the perfect opportunity to drop what you're doing and go check out kind of the origins of what we know as Thrawn in this universe. And then outside of what is currently canon, Thrawn is a massive name in the Star Wars universe, a crazy live-action villain, one that we thought we would see in some of the newest movies, one that we thought we would see eventually, but I don't think anyone was expecting this name to be dropped in this episode. I'm already seeing fan casting online. Someone said Michael Fassbender. Others are throwing out names. I'm just like, yeah, that would be good casting, but the fact that we are fan casting Thrawn for live action is awesome, and this tells us we are going to see him eventually. So in what way, form, or fashion are we going to see Thrawn? The fact that that name was dropped in this episode is huge once again. And to me, that is my defining moment of this episode, because that is the ultimate Star Wars Easter egg. We knew we were getting Ahsoka. She was fantastic. Got Baby Yoda's name. Thrawn was a massive name drop. And in terms of the episode as a whole, it played out in such a fun way. It was simple. It was easy to watch. We now know that Ahsoka is not going to train Baby Yoda. She tells Mandalorian to go to the planet of Tython. There you will find a temple. A Jedi may sense his presence, and that is when Yoda will be trained. Who is that Jedi going to be? Is it going to be someone that we know? It is very possible. I'm interested to see where we go from here. I guess I could make predictions, but I will probably be wrong, so I need you guys in the comments down below. What Jedi will end up training Baby Yoda? When will we see Grand Admiral Thrawn? Did you like Ahsoka in live action? I'm also curious when you guys believe Moff Gideon's role will expand within this season, because we've only seen brief snippets of him thus far. I thought he was going to be the main villain, and in reality, he is, because everyone seems to be working under him. They're the ones that are after Baby Yoda, but I want to see him on screen just a bit more. Will we get the showdown with Moff Gideon this year, or are we more focused on, say, what Ahsoka sent Mandalorian to do in the next episode, if it even is the next episode? I believe we only have a few episodes left, so we have to start hitting that point sooner than later, and will something crazy happen to one of our favorite characters? Who knows? And how did you feel about this episode as a whole? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed Chapter 13 of The Mandalorian, and this season is just getting better and better. Thank you, Dave Filoni. You did a fantastic job with this episode. You guys are truly the best. Stay tuned. Lots of reviews coming this weekend, and I'll see you soon.